They're all in my hummingbird feeders, and they're gorgeous.
They are addictive. Once you attract hummingbirds to your backyard, you will be so amazed by these beautiful little birds.
You know what else may draw you to the backyard? Daisies.
Oh,
Rebecca daisies,
Rebecca.
three-piece sweet Rebecca daisies. I'll give you that, sir. Thank you. And these are part of the Ultimate Innovations live plants. We're going to get into these right now, and they're beautifully done. You're getting 3 pieces in this pack up. And don't go shopping later in the spring or early summer for these kinds of daisies. You won't find them.
Well, you won't find this brand. You won't find this patented Rebecca daisy yet.
And if these sell out on QVC,
guess what?
Gone.
They're gone.
Gone. Roxanne DePalma is back with us. Roxanne started Ultimate Innovations all those years ago on QVC.
Yes.
My word.
34 years.
34 years. I've been here 30 years, so you predate me by 4 years.
I do. I remember the day that you and Jill were sitting on the rotate set.
Remember in the old building?
Yep, and you were sitting there watching.
Because that was part of our training, to sit and watch the show.
And I'm sitting there going, oh my.
That's training.
Ah!
That was back in the days when the set rotated and it was split into pies, like in the movie Joy.
Yes.
And that was very real. And so they would yell, rotating, and a siren would turn on like on the top of a law enforcement vehicle.
And you better had been out of the way.
And because if you were one leg on and one leg off, you fell down.
Yeah, you were rotating.
Because guess what?
Off stage.
The stage waits for no person.
Nobody.
No person.
Nobody.
All right, Roxanne, these are beautiful daisies, and they're so colorful, and they're easy to grow, yes?
So easy to grow. You know, the Shasta daisy family is where it is, but this particular variety, sweet Rebecca daisy, first of all, wants full sun. It's a perennial. It's disease resistant. It's deer and rabbit resistant. See, I bring all these to you because Larry has that deer problem in his house.
Well,
And
you don't have that problem in Southern
I
California.
don't have that problem.
But here in the Northeast, we have
oh my gosh.
deer everywhere.
Sandra said
and
she
they're
left.
hungry.
Yeah, they're very hungry. They're very hungry.
They're very hungry.
And they are not going to be eating these because they taste awful to them. Now, the beautiful thing about a white daisy, again, it will illuminate in your garden. These are super, super easy, guys, and they're going to multiply like bunnies. So your 3 is going to become 6. Your 6 is going to become 12. Now, again, I'm going to go back to my sweet little mom, Rita. My mom and dad had a white house with black shutters growing up, and it's still white with black. My mom's house along the side is 50 feet long, and what did she have? Shasta daisies and peonies all the way along the side of the house.
Beautiful.
And can you say stunning? Absolutely stunning. These just come up. The more you pick, the more flowers you will get. They're super easy to grow. They're sun lovers. They, you know, and think about it as a child. What makes you more happier than a daisy, okay? And when you wake up and you go outside, and I had big pots. I'm a big container grower, David. And I had big pots of these daisies last summer. And if you go on my Roxanne DePalma Facebook page, you will see these. And I put them in white pots, and they were absolutely elegant.
I mean, you grew up with these flowers, so you got your love of gardening from your mom?
I did, my mom and my dad.
Oh, your mom and your dad?
Yeah, my dad was a big vegetable grower. And my mom was a big flower grower.
There is a great story. My mom's parents, my grandmother told my granddad one day, I'd like a small garden in the backyard. He tilled up the whole backyard.
Oh my gosh.
So she planted a whole vegetable garden in the whole backyard, and we ate off that for years.
Yeah, and that's what we did. I mean,
good.
My mom made her own tomato sauce, which I do with my tomato collection, and
little Italian, aren't you?
Oh, just a bit Italian. And you know, I mean, the zucchini and the flowers. My mom always had fresh flowers on her table. Either my dad would bring home 1 rose a week every Friday to her, 1 rose, and then my mom would always have a vase of flowers on our dining room table all the time. And my mom loved going out and picking her flowers. And guys, hey, guess what? You're going to get that hori knife, and this is what you're going to use to cut your flowers and also cultivate your soil and pick your zucchini and your tomatoes and everything else. And this is what you're going to use to separate your Rebecca daisies,
right.
you know, the 2nd or the 3rd season as well. This plant performs like an annual, but is a perennial.
And that means it comes back every year.
Yes. So performing like an annual, you are going to get flowers like right away. Don't be alarmed if you get flowers on those little plants that come to you in about 3 weeks.
Let me ask some housekeeping questions. So
Okay.
you mentioned lots of sun,
Lots
hot
of sun.
sun.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The
So
hotter,
don't be
the better.
nervous about planting these in the hot sun. How much water do they like?
Oh, they love water. You know, go ahead and you know, I water mine probably every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You know, and guess what? If these get wimpy and limpy, water them and they're going to spring right back like a spring.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Something like this is lovely. And would you also suggest picking these and
Oh gosh,
cutting them?
the more you pick, the more you'll get. The more you pick, the more
They keep
flowers
coming back.
they're just going to keep coming back. And this is a really tidy plant. It doesn't get drunk like Roxanne and fall over. I'm just teasing you, David. But you know, a lot of the daisies, they get real lanky jinky. These will not get lanky jinky. These are really tidy, really compact. They'll get about 20 inches tall.
Like
30
these.
yeah. And then second, third year, they'll get about 30 inches wide. Or if you want to keep them compact, put them in a container. These are fabulous container plants. So you use this as your thriller, and then, you know, get, oh my gosh, my hummingbird lunch kufia. Take and put that on the sides and let that spill out of it. Absolutely gorgeous.
We are very busy, and you're getting 3 plants in this pack up. So let me just put all these together so you can see them. You're getting 3 in this pack
Okay,
up.
wait,
We're sending you 3
I'll be right back.
plants. Oh, please.
I'll be right back.
And it's important to know that something like this can be planted in the ground or in container pots, yes?
Oh yes, absolutely. And what can it be planted with? Oh my goodness, our hummingbird mint that's coming up, guys. This would be absolutely gorgeous behind these daisies. Or you also can use either one of these plants to put in front of a plant that the deer and rabbit want to eat, like your roses, okay? So remember that. You can also use these plants to deter the rabbits and the bunnies as well.
We are very, very busy. Don't forget the fireman's hose nozzle is coming up in the show, as is the hummingbird feeder and the hummingbird plants. They're big pollinators.
Big pollinators. Every single plant in this show, David, is a BBB. Birds, butterflies,